Hello everybody, what's up? Welcome back to some more Outer Worlds 2. I'm continuing the recording. We just got informed that Seer Buhold is here in this facility, and me and Marcel are very interested to see her because she seemed very against this whole ending the world nonsense the last time we spoke to her. So it's weird that she's here performing experiments with the people who were wanting to see if we can end the world. That is Anais Buhold, all right, at least from the back.
How much longer do you predict preparations will take?
Almost ready. Perfect timing for my former colleague to peer review my work. I'll press them to verify my settings. Thereupon, we will begin.
Splendid. While others pontificate, we act. I await word of our success with bated breath.
Hello, Seer.
Head Intercessor Delgado. What an opportune time for you to appear. At the perfect moment to assist our experiment.
What in the endless void are you?
Shh. Comms off, but others are near. I need your aid before this ridiculous affair careens into disaster. Can I rely on you this time? Or will you already intend on scurrying away again?
Whoa. Don't take shots at us. Hold on, what are you even doing here? Yeah, you weren't even supposed to be here.
I came to derail this line of inquiry in such a discommodious way that no one would ever consider trying it again. For all the aforementioned reasons of it likely causing, or at least queuing up and leading to, the end of all things. You chose to leave me behind, again. So when they came calling, I thought it an opportunity to sort it all myself. Yet, admittedly, at this moment, I could use your assistance.
This shouldn't be your burden. It's on me.
You don't get to decide that, or adjudicate, or coolly comment in a steely growl. Not falling for that a 10th time. Help or stay out of my way.
That's crazy. Of course, we'll help. Unconditionally, obviously.
The test involves 4 stations. Each represents one of the fundamental building blocks of the universe. Zeranium gas, macro-ivs, nucleons, N-rays. All the usual stuff. That test chamber is where all are meant to mix. To simulate a mini-universe I can apply my theories to, pull data from, and deduce the universal equation in a reduced time frame. We know what happens if that's successful. So I need you to muck with each station's settings, then initiate the experiment.
We're on it. You two don't want to talk. Yeah, we're on it.
Thank you. All you need to do is adjust each station's settings slightly. Things will cascade from there. Remember, subtlety is required.
Yes, if we alter the experiment input data in a less than delicate fashion, Brun will notice, I assure you.
The guards on the 2nd floor won't appreciate visitors, so avoid getting spotted. Here's a maintenance key. Head down the vent.
Consider the experiment mucked with.
Only the fate of the galaxy riding on it, so perhaps try to be careful.
Here's the deal, guys. I'm terrible at stealth. I don't think it's to anybody's lack of knowledge that I suck at this when it comes to being stealthy. My knees pop anytime I stand up.
What the? Something wrong back there? Hello?
Okay, this one guy's just moving back and forth.
Combatant observed.
As you can see, we are neither innovative nor have great hacking. Oh, here we go. Novus Empiric. It's almost impossible to recreate. Specific electrochemical and extremely calculated. Big words. Just leave it alone. Replace this with a weird-looking rock. The microwave is starting. Your change here should have some effect.
I trust that is the sound of science going exceptionally well.
My knees be popping. I need this person to leave. Quick save. Drop down. Oh god. 3 toggles. It should only be done after the Ziranium flow quantities have each been carefully evaluated. As ever, it's in order to set it all. So even the slightest error can undermine our efforts for the seemingly infinite time. Maximum Ziranium flow is absolutely required for the highest probability experiment success. If the flow is less than 500 gallons per minute, the test will be skewed. How can I see what the flow is at? Oh, hold on, nope. Ideal setting 300. Do not alter. $400. Do not alter. Okay, well we got 0. I have no idea what I've done. What I've done, I have no idea. We're just gonna try this one. Okay, we got death rays. What do we do with the death rays? Oh god, okay. Our capable proxy for the cosmic rays of the things. Our experiment instruments must be fired continuously through the tubes leading to the test chamber. Fail-safe measures that can maintain the stream are accessible in the ventilation shafts. Theoretically, the failure of a single fail-safe could be acceptable, but this please do not attempt. Okay. Okay, we need to get into the vents. What are y'all doing in the vents already? Okay. Oh, he's coming back. Oh god. Marisol, you can't. Where can I use my lucky feet? I'm just gonna stick this in here and hope something happens.
I'm no tenured archivist, but that sounds dangerously unstable.
Oh my god, that was so close. Okay. Okay. Guys, I think we're gonna have to fight our way out of here. Me and my character are not smart enough to solve this all and not have it be problematic. I'm gonna lock the setting. Anytime now. You can complete this anytime now. This guy's about to start walking our way. And I got creaky knees. Okay. Well, I hope I did good, guys. I really do. I really hope I did good. But I get the distinct feeling I did not. It's like you need to slightly modify the settings. And I'm over here just like, I don't know what to do. I'm plugging stuff in and hoping it works.
If you're done, evaluating my work and all settings are final, enter the terminal command to void the oxygen from the test chamber. The experiment will then begin.
Logs. Big picture. Calculate the risk. Back to work. Test the chamber controls. Purge oxygen. And experiment.
Did it work? Did it work? Sia Bouchard, was it a success? What happened?
Hold the applause just yet. I need to run the numbers. I'm sending the others back up to you. They can describe the proceedings in detail.
I shall await their arrival. Anchor's Brun out. That is how these messages end, yes? If not, farewell.
The results of the experiment will be a career-ending embarrassment for Anchoress Brun, but she won't accept this lightly. We'll need to do more.
Yes, our next steps here will be crucial. I know this type of mission well. Granted, my targets were always meticulously well-researched beforehand.
You'll need to convince her, destroy her logic, end this research for good.
How the f are we supposed to do that?
All it requires is a forceful array of incisive argumentation, logical reasoning, coercive persuasion, and cognitive contortioning.
You mean one of our old brain-off maneuvers? Really? That's what the rank and file in our old department used to call it.
Brain
Provost
off?
Bolding considered it a casual moniker unbefitting of an order scientician.
It seems like something I'm not
Don't
qualified
give up
for.
on science, logic, and reason entirely. Then no one will ever dare continue the research again. Between you and Marisol, it should be a light challenge. Easy.
None of that seems particularly easy. I have a better idea. Let's just shoot her.
A brain-off against an order anchorite isn't entirely without risk. We could employ certain other methods to deal with her. From our former department's playbook.
Oh, yes, a book you wrote titled Making an Execution Look Like an Accident. Despite the moral quandary ideally involved, unseen consequences still abound.
That's hyperbolic at best. Data suggests significantly fewer unpredicted outcomes than outright murder, if properly executed. And I'm quite capable of skewing results in our favor.
And here I thought you'd begun to change.
Okay, what about the potential drawbacks, AE, or logic bombs?
Success isn't guaranteed. A fair degree of cleverness is required. But you would have the help of someone reasonably intellectually nimble.
I would be willing and on hand to assist, and the other option would remain if we botch it.
I'd like to hear our other teammates' opinion about this.
Seen folk wrestle with logic, but not box with logic. I'm ready for a show.
Yep, that's what I expected from you, Inez. Okay. We should try to undermine her conference. If we fail, accidental death is our fallback.
Seems reasonable. Appreciate you listening. Murder shouldn't be our first option here. Too many drawbacks, both mathematically and ethically.
Honestly, I'm relieved as well. I have been trying to be different. From the person others
And I
believe
have
me
seen
to
that,
be.
Marisol.
From the legend. If you're retiring as the endpoint, we'll need to find you a colorful new sobriquet.
Enough chit-chat. Actually, this brain off. Any advice?
Typical argumentation may prove useless, and she'll likely see through most attempts at deception. Be clever, unpredictable, surprise her. But in the event you should fail, you'll need a viable backup plan, or it will erase any chance of success completely. The Anchoress is housed in a test chamber similar to this one. It's been refurbished with some rather tacky furniture, but much of the old experimental apparatus remains. There is a hatch near the elevator upstairs. An external ledge leads to a vent system that can connect the two chambers. Doing so will expose the Anchoress to a lethal atmosphere. I'll need to make an announcement afterward that an accident has occurred tied into the experiment.
For an extemporaneous plan, it's not a bad one. What if the Anchoress realizes what we're doing and calls for help?
I'll cut off her comms when she begins pleading. Oh, that sounds even more heartless when I say it out loud. Please choose wisely.
All right, we should go.
Here's the hatch key in case you need it. May all your endeavors elicit expected results. Marisol, do keep out of trouble.
Okay, here we go. Gonna have a brain off. Let's see if we're crazy enough. Hello, Anchorite.
There you are. You saw the experiment through to the end, yes? The data hasn't arrived yet, so please do tell. Was it as beautiful as I imagined? Any inklings to the result? Or perhaps I oughtn't to have recloistered myself till after the experiment concluded, Well, don't just stand there. Tell me everything.
I don't think the universe was supposed to be that color. It looked hungover.
What? Are you all right? Did you hit your head coming up here? I mean, what is that supposed to mean? It couldn't. Wait. Let's start from the beginning. Step me through your understanding of what's gone awry.
I really want to say one. But I feel like she's gonna be like, yeah, actually. The experiment was deeply flawed on a conceptual level.
Really? In what way?
Spawning a Fox miniverse to solve a universal equation doesn't make a lick of sense.
Did Seer Bujold fail to explain? Using her theorem, we can map the position and path of every atom in a simulated universe, then extrapolate that to solve the equation. This was just a start. Such models typically make an enormous amount of errors at first. All quite expected, an anticipated setback, nothing more. It simply needs to be revised and refined. You certainly seem to be making a lot out of this, though, one must say.
Anchoress Chow doubted your plans. Her final words claim that you've been swayed by flattery.
I miss her skepticalness and insight. If we could agree on a topic, there could be little doubt in its logic and rectitude. Look, there may be some validity to some of your points, yes. But we'll improve. We will continue to stride forward. There's absolutely no need for all this doom and gloom.
Are you sure? Because our predictions imply both of the inevitable. Both are inevitable if you pursue this.
Oh, is one of you a seer now? Because I
thought Marisol was supposed to help me. She's not said a single thing to me. She's just letting me blunder my way through this.
Any old run-of-the-mill soothsayer. Now, is that all? Because I think I've had enough of all this. Everything we've done here is built off Seer Bujold's
okay, lady, I tried to save
which
you.
is quite brilliant.
The experiment failed terribly. Your career is over. Time to retire, old lady.
Really? Will I become a laughingstock among my peers? Have the whispered jeers begun already? No.
I'll put you on a thing floating down the river, Grandma.
Breathe. You've faced setbacks before. The experiment data just arrived in my terminal. Allow me to eyeball it a moment. Perhaps there's something here to help prove or disprove any of what you've been saying. There was some variance to the input data. Not far beyond acceptable parameters, but curious. Could explain the failure.
You're grasping. The foundation of everything you're doing so far is unsound.
Oh, come. One bad test wouldn't mean the science is completely flawed. This has been a difficult conversation. Challenging, disputatious, at times compelling. Yet I remain unswayed.
If I may, I have a point I'd like to add.
Please, by all means. You freaking haven't helped me at all.
There's a critical flaw in Seer Bujold's approach I think best illustrated by this English phrase. Time flies like an arrow. Fruit flies like a banana. I much appreciate this jest. Very simple, yet clever. Because in English, the word like can mean similar to or I prefer. And flies can be to soar, or plural of the insect. Through this perspective, it functions, makes sense, is humorous even. But in another language where words' meanings differ slightly, it does not. The framework we interpret the statement from changes, thus rendering it uninterpretable. False. Bujold's method of shortcutting the universal equation is much the same.
It lacks context. When you extrapolate the data from the mini-universe to the larger one, the information itself may scale correctly, but fail to interrelate. That is an interesting thought puzzle. As humorous as it is inapplicable. I remain unswayed.
We tried. Our fallback plan's our only option now. Head for the hatch.
What was that? You're starting to worry me. What do you intend to do?
Well, you old... you old canker. I tried. I really did. I wanted to be a good guy. I wanted to end this peacefully. Oh, God. I want this in my house. Nice. We caught the critter. Okay, Anchorite, I tried to break your resolve, but you are a very, very great woman. Goodbye, though.
Fellow scholars of the Order, a tragic accident has occurred. During our recent experiment in Test Chamber Beta, we failed to recognize that ventilation systems had been left connected to Test Chamber Alpha. As you know, it had been recently refurbished as an enclosure for Anchoris Brun. She gave her life for science. Well, it's true that we found the related research deeply flawed, but she gave her life for the pursuit of science. As the experiment was a colossal failure, I, as senior scientist remaining, have determined we must abandon this inquiry and shut down the program immediately. Oh, such a terrible shame. Farewell!
Yep. I mean, shoot, it sucks. I wanted to convince her to stand down, but... You know... Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you gas an old woman in her home. Oh, we're leaving. Okay, yeah, the seer's already left. Okay. Oh. Not how I intended to play it out. It's definitely not the best ending. Because we still had to murder somebody. I feel like we were doing pretty good with Marisol up until then.
I understand now why they say never meet your heroes, Intercessor Delgado. You've truly been an enormous disappointment. A key experiment fails and Anchoris Brun falls prey to an unfortunate accident right after you and your consort arrive. And we are all to believe these events are unrelated?
That's circumstantial and more than a mite bit paranoid. I expect better from an Order scientician. Even one from the Department of Applied Scientism.
Don't think I don't see your handprints all over this, Delgado.
Well, I noticed you said Order Renegades. I'd think long and hard before accusing a former preemptive council redirection intercessor.
It's her association with that department that has me suspicious here. Suppose you'll claim this was all just coincidence.
I will
A
gladly
misaligned
hit you with this
series of
shotgun hammer,
mishaps
lady.
that simply appear to be your fault.
I can tell you deeply want to believe that Anchoris Brun and Seer Buhold's research.
You think I am predisposed to assume their logic is sound and reasoning impeccable? Perhaps I do defer in part where such intellects are involved. Yet, the greater facts of this matter remain unevinced, and I remain unconvinced.
Yeah, you've all put an outsized amount of faith in Seer Buhold's science. She's a fraud.
Really? You don't say. I know you're to blame. I just wanted to see how far you were gonna take this. I can't believe Anchoris Brun fell for any of it. Fellow exemplars of the Order, commence hostilities!
Calculating, moving up to impact.
It always was gonna come down to this. I knew there was a bunch of guards. I said it was gonna come. I said we were gonna have to fight our way out of here.
Check your scope.
There was no other option.
You've suffered extensive damage, Commander.
Help me end this fight on my feet.
What the heck?
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Yeah, that person was so tanky. No witnesses.
Do try to limit further damage, Commander.
Their director has found a flaw in you. Reckless leadership. Your leadership techniques leave a bit to be desired, with your companions often finding themselves in harm's way. You are no longer able to revive your companions in combat. But whenever one does go down, your other companions will get a boost. They are fully healed and immediately fill their companion meter. Yeah, sure.
Re-engaging with the outlier!
Yeah. I mean, they were renegades for a reason, right, guys? There was only one way this ended. Subtlety, tactful, being witty. There's a reason I took perks that make me better at those things, because I am not any of those things. There's still one left over. Oh, hold on. Hey, buddy, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Just look at your research notes. Oh, look, Pinnacle T. Beautiful. I am a psychopath. I'm 100% a psychopath. I have problems. I have tons of problems. Each time a party kills a kill, the amount gathered, your companions are. Hey, you know what? You know what? Yeah, I think I'll get busy buzzies so that they can get me crafting materials.
Yeah.
Like I said, no witnesses. No witnesses. Things are about to get very, very bloody.
Trouble ahead.
I have a fix on their weaknesses. Mitigating the threat, locking them down.
Let's get you healed. Someone got
I forgot your heals.
on the way.
Shotgun.
Adversary vulnerability. Vitals critical. Don't become a statistic, Commander.
Possibilities are limited. Honing in on possible hostile grenade outbound.
Combatant scan.
They return grenades.
Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
You are immaterial to advance finding respite from hostile.
Investigating, standing by to
Oh, you know you're pretty strong. I love it. It is just Seer waiting for us at the bottom. Not how I wanted it to turn out, but, you know, it happens.
Oh, look who it is. The legendary former head intercessor of the Order. Another mission successfully completed. Made it through all that without a scratch, hmm? Glad to see. Say, I know this was difficult and rather a mess, but you listened. You tried to do right before you did what you must. I appreciate it, the attempt. No matter how that may sound.
The credit or blame belongs to the commander here. It was their decision, ultimately.
Yes.
You forget I know you. You always thought you knew better. No one could ever convince you of anything. Before, that is. Good to see. Maybe you are facing yourself.
There are a few things I'm still not used to saying. I was wrong. I'm sorry. Please. And thank you. But thank you, Anais.
At any rate, I'm off. You all take care now. Marisol, don't be too enigmatic or anything. Try. Before I forget. Meant to give you this earlier.
Oh, thank you, Anais. Goodbye.
I think we do know, because the other person made it sound like she murdered her. The other anchorite, I believe, murdered her. You doing all that, Marisol?
Oh, not really. Not yet, at any rate. Everything's a bit...
Yeah. I didn't want to get
right
through it
now.
with negotiation and
But
being
suppose
clever
I
in
will be.
tactics, but
Thank you, dear.
Might take some time for Marisol to see yet, but I reckon this was the best possible outcome. There's always another way. Now she knows that too.
yeah, it seems my only way is with guns. Oh. So in this heightened party's biomass, there's a small amount of corrosive damage and stacks the things. Equipping it to your inhaler using it as applies a buff for a long duration. The buff is active. Killing caused by your party heals you for a small amount. You know what? I think I like that. I think I like that. Oh, she also has upgrades for her armor. When you use your in-range scanner, it allows it to automatically analyze enemies while wearing the in-range scanner. Your attacks apply effects. Oh. Upgrade your gas deflection apparatus while she's in the party, causing damage against the shield to redeflect a portion of the attack back at her. That sounds really good. That sounds really, really good. Well, everybody, thank you for joining me in my bloodbath. I hope you enjoyed seeing the hammer at work. In my defense, I did try to talk to that lady. She was just too stubborn and too witty, and that's why she had to die. The rest of them, that commander, you know, she kind of set their ways. You know, they could have looked the other way. They could have done literally anything else. But I'm not gonna say I hated that because I had a fantastic time. We're all learning about each other. You know, I'm a bit of a psychopath. I like hitting people with hammers that shoot shotgun shells, and I look forward to seeing what I do to the rest of this galaxy. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next episode. Bye-bye.